got his car moving now, though.
Here he was braking, trying to get through the kink, and doesn't do it. Mild impact there, and has got the 40 moving. Meanwhile, up front, Matt Tifft, and in the back of the picture, there's Jeremy Clements running him down.
Yeah, and this cost Matt Tifft a lot of time in passing the lap car. You can see the 40 car here has got it rolling, so we're not going to have a caution from that. Just a matter of if all the parts and pieces stay on this thing.
Cowan limping around now. He'll get back to the pit lane. But this is the race for the win. As they come to 3 to go, the black car up ahead, the 19 of Matt Tifft and the 51 of Jeremy Clements.
Clements is able to get by the 24 here before they get down into turn 1. That would certainly help his cause a lot.
Playoff standings as they look right now, and you see nowhere is the 51 of Jeremy Clements. He's so far out he doesn't fit the graphic. Matt Tifft comfortable in his points position, but Clements' only shot, Dale, to get to the playoffs
only shot
is a win.
Yep, Dave, you're exactly right, and he's doing everything that he possibly can. They played a strategy. I wasn't sure he could come out and have enough time to get back to the front with that, even though he had a huge lead before they made that pit stop. I just didn't think there would be enough speed and enough time to make this run that he has. But what a great drive by Jeremy Clements.
Matt Tifft is the leader, the 21-year-old from Hinckley, Ohio. Raced recently at his home track in mid-Ohio. Didn't have the finish he wanted there. And coming to Road America, though, came with confidence and has led the latter portion of this race. But here comes Clements, Kelly.
And Dave, I can tell you it's been very quiet on the radio as the team has just let Jeremy Clements go to work. Although when he made that pass on the 24, Dylan Lupton, that was not for position, but they said, hey, you're all clear, go for it. And how about this for superstition? As they saw our little camera crew meander down to the 51 pit stall, they kind of shoot us off, said don't jinx us. I know what these race car drivers are like, Ralph.
Well, down here at the 19 with Tifft, it's all good behind the wheel, except obviously those tires are getting old. They just keep trying to encourage him. Do your deal, hit your marks, drive forward. A little bit of a different feeling down here with us on the TV side of things, Kelly. It's been more of, hey, where you guys been all day? We've been running pretty good. I said, well, don't make me leave now.
Excellent point. Matt Tifft, the leader, runs for the Xfinity Series juggernaut of Joe Gibbs Racing. They win a lot. The car behind them, a family operation. Jeremy Clements' dad, Tony, is his crew chief. He's his car owner. He's his engine builder. They do it all, Dale.
Yeah, they do it all. This is what this series was built on back whenever it was the Busch Series and started in 1982. It was operations and organizations that were either family run or you had friends helping you. You did most of the work yourself, not the big organizations like he's racing against right there against Joe Gibbs Racing. He slows it down some more.
Good corner exit for Clements that time. Tifft a little bit wiggly. And now coming up on lap traffic. David Starr just in front of the 99. How does Tifft catch him? And what does that do for Clements?
Yeah, so far so good, but as he goes down to turn 3, he's going to want to get inside David Starr where he's got a good angle. That's going to slow him down, though. Clements going to be able to close in more.
Starr trying to give him enough room to race. Here comes Clements as they head down toward turn 5. Coming to 1 to go. Can Jeremy Clements close down and catch Matt Tifft?
Yeah, you just have to hold back now. Don't overdrive the car. Don't do something crazy. You've got yourself in a great position here.
Turn 5, heavy braking, shifting, turning left. Oh, what a great turn for Jeremy Clements. He's right on the bumper of Tifft.
Yeah, you see Tifft looking in the mirror, trying to make sure that he's setting up to make a block if he had to there going to turn 6.
More lap traffic just in front.
Clements' car is so much better with the rear tires, with those fresher tires. He's able to get a huge run off the corner. His thing now is just to be patient, wait till the right spot to make this move. Here it is.
Is this it? Down into turn number 8. No, he can't get it right. Tifft retains the lead.
That wasn't really a passing opportunity there, but he had such a run, he thought he would give it a try. Didn't cost him much.
Now through the carousel, not a passing zone either, coming toward the high-speed kink. Risky if you want to try it, but Clements may wait until turn 12. Here he comes down to the high-speed portion, and he'll have his sights set on Tifft.
Yeah, set up to get a nice run here. This is where you can make a big run. Get down here, try to outbrake. I think that he should wait to turn 1. He seems to be really good off of turn 14. See what he can do.
Down to Canada corner, Matt Tifft applying the brakes, doing the shifting, getting just a little bit wide. Here comes Clements. We thought Tift had lost it. He does not. A good corner for the 19. The 51 just behind. Coming to the final corner of the track. Great run for Clements. Does he do it here? Takes a look. And diving down to the inside. Jeremy Clements now contact with Matt Tift. They both spin. How far back is Michael Annett? Michael Annett was running third. Tift and Clements come together, coming to the white flag.
I think Clements is still going to have the lead.
He's got it righted. Jeremy Clements comes to 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. And there is Michael Annett. He was not close enough. He was about 10 seconds back in the 5 car, and he couldn't get there.
Does Clements have any damage to his tires, though, as he got off track?
Stephen Young with trouble. He'll get the 78 turned around. This is coming down to turn 5.
Clements has a huge lead, probably 20, 25 car lengths at least right now.
We began the day saying only a miracle would get certain drivers into the playoffs. Jeremy Clements was one of them. He's got the miracle in sight now. Can he keep it together? Mayhem in front of him. Other drivers, looks like tires coming apart. Got to be on your mind as you're trying to win.
I don't know what I was going through his mind. He's never won one of these races. He's on a road course. This isn't what he grew up doing or has that much experience at.
Jeremy Clements' best finish was on a super speedway where you have the advantage of the draft at Talladega to work your way through the pack. Here at Road America, it was one man, one machine, and a great strategy call for fresher tires at the end that put Jeremy Clements to the front.
Yeah, right now he just has to hold everything together. Don't push the issue right now. You've got everything right in front of you. You've only got about 5 more corners that you have to make.
Heading out of the carousel. Clements down toward the kink. He's got to get this one right.
Yeah, I'm sure they've told him he's got a nice lead. Don't push the issue.
Nice and smooth through the kink. Now lap traffic ahead. Coming down to the Canada corner and turn 12. Good smooth right-hander for Clements. Keeps the 51 looking solid. Next car back, Tift, is not within sight. It's just up to Clements now to take it home with lap traffic, his only barrier between himself and his first victory in the Xfinity Series. Through the final corner, Jeremy Clements has made it. Just a couple of lap cars in front, but the 32-year-old from Spartanburg, South Carolina, has found his way into the playoffs by winning at Road America. Unbelievable finish for the 51 team and Jeremy Clements. We've seen the spin and win in the past, Dale.
Yeah, that takes it to another level there, Dave, I'd have to say.
I think he added to it.
255 starts before his first win, which is a Xfinity record.
Look at the joy of the 51 team on pit road. They know they've won. They know they've locked themselves in for the first time to the Xfinity Series playoffs. They cannot believe it. And the drivers on the bubble could not have been happy about that, because that pushes one of them out for sure, Matt Tift.
Yeah.
Not happy about the way that Clements got the lead.
It's racing for the win. You know, we've seen it happen. And, you know, we came here expecting kind of the unexpected, because we really thought this was going to be a race in the rain and it could be up for grabs totally. Never did we think of this happening. I'm sure that Jeremy Clements came here just thinking it'd be a good day for a good solid run, maybe get some points towards trying to get into the playoffs. But now he has that spot.
And we've talked to him before. Oh, look at this. What a moment for the team. So proud and yet so very thankful. That's Tony, and the gray hair with the glasses right there, and the beard on the left, that's his dad. And he'll be one of the first to victory lane to excitedly greet his son, who is now a winner in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Yeah, that's right. Brendan Gaughan says, "You are the man."
Yeah.
And
Brendan
he should
understands.
know. Yep.
Yeah. Happened to him right here just a few years ago to get that first win.
A lot of congratulations. We say it a lot, Dale. NASCAR loves a first-time winner, and it's because so much goes into it. And he came in here with a lot of confidence, but still everything had to go right. Decisions had to be made, and that driver had to keep it under control.
And he did a great job there. Yeah, there was contact, but you know what you have to do in a situation like that? There's so many things as you're spinning, as he was trying to make the right moves, do the right things, put him and Matt Tifft in a compromising position, but he kept his car going. He got it headed in the right direction and was able to go on and win. You see the respect that they have. Everybody in this garage area knows what this driver and this team, they don't have the 400 people that are at Joe Gibbs Racing. You know, this is a very small, as you mentioned, family-run organization. Jeremy is there every day working on the race car, and everybody in this garage area understands that, and they're extremely happy for him and his family.
Got married in the off-season, and now is going to have a big shiny trophy.
Just a great story. Again, this is what this series was built for, is opportunities like this. And, you know, these days only come around every so often. But, again, to spin, get it righted, and then keep it the engine running, not letting it die, was the key there at the end. Great strategy they played, though.
They really did.
And aggressive driving. I mean, he went after it. I mean, he knew that he had those tires there. Wasn't sure he could make up that much time, but he did everything right.
Now you see the crew. They made their way down near the start-finish line. The victory burnouts for Jeremy Clements. His first time doing this as well.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a lot of great stories, but I'm not sure that there's one that I can remember, Dave, that you know, you think about everything that they put forth. You know, they don't ever have a lot of sponsorship. They do with what they, you know, they put every dime back in the car to make it week to week and do the things that they do. And now they're going to be a part of the playoffs.
I do have to wonder if his car owner, father, engine builder said burn it down, or let's respect this thing. The joy, the relief. These guys work hard throughout the week. I know there's some volunteers on that team that aren't getting paid a lot of money. And to see Jeremy bring them a checkered flag and a trophy back to South Carolina, that's worth a lot. As you enjoy the moment with Clements, keep this in mind. Michael Annett came home second. That is his career best finish. Matt Tifft was the third-place driver and tied his best finish of third in his young career.
Our own Parker Kligerman came home with the top 10. Did a nice job after starting 39th today.
You don't give up, do you?
No.
I mean, it ebbs and flows in road course racing especially. And he's got a little bit of a predicament here. Victory Lane is on the other side of that wall, so he's getting some instructions on what the quickest way is to get to Victory Lane. Here's how he got to it today. A spin and win coming down to the final corner before the last lap. A little contact to the back of Tifft, but then coming here, Jeremy Clements sticks the nose of the 51 in there. He's more than halfway up. They both spin. The big question was, where's the third place car of Annett, and can he get there? Clements was the first to fire, and he goes to take the white flag and then hold it together for the checkered flag. And you said it, Dale, coming to the end of the race, you're going for the win.
Yeah, I mean, he's never won before. This was his great opportunity there. You can see he got loose trying to get into turn 14 there and got into the side of the 19.
And there he is taking the checkers. I'm sure somewhat in disbelief. There's his crew, the joy and the celebration. Clements' first win in his 256th try. And it'll be one to remember and one for the ages in the NASCAR Xfinity Series as the underdog comes home the winner from Road America. We'll be back to talk to him when we return. Welcome back to Road America. Let's head right down to Victory Lane and join Kelly Stavist.
And you can imagine the crew literally came running from their end of pit road to come celebrate with Jeremy Clements. It's a water and Gatorade bath that they all deserve. to Sharon today. Oh, and what a moment there. Well, Jeremy,
oh my God,
it took 256 starts, but to be standing here now, how worth the wait was it?
I don't even know what to say. I'm just shocked. I mean, this is a car built in 2008. Everything we got is old and used. I just can't believe it. I'm just, it's like, is this real? I just got to thank Brad from repairableVehicles.com, all my guys, my dad, Danny Gill. I mean, it's a total team effort, and I'm just so happy. It's pretty neat to win at Road America. It's one of my favorite road courses, and I want to say sorry to Matt Tifft. I definitely didn't mean to spin him out there. I got in there hot, and he just kind of came down. I was there, and we collided. But man, I'm so shocked. But once they had my wife Courtney at home, and my mom, and Bill and Tina, and thanks Spars Car Wash, and everybody in this car. Repairable Vehicles, Circle Body Shop, Flounder, Carolina Driveline, everybody. So all South Electric, BRT Extrusions. But thank you so much. Thanks to Xfinity Racing for all they do. Hopefully everybody got to see everything on the Xfinity One app. I'm sorry I'm out of breath because I'm shocked. I didn't even know what to do. So, woo!
You beat out all the juggernaut teams, and this win now puts you into the playoffs. How significant is that for a small team like this?
My gosh, it's crazy. I mean, we're spending, our budget a year is a fraction of a big team, so this is just a dream come true. I mean, I want to drive for a big team, but it hasn't been the way it's gone, and you know, I try to keep doing this to keep my name out here and get as much experience as I can in case I ever do get the call. But hey, any big team guys, look at me, let's go. So just thank you. I got to thank my dad, my Uncle Glenn, and all of them, my family. They're the ones that keep me here in this thing. I mean, without them, I wouldn't be here.
Jeremy, I'm going to ask you to go back to that move on Matt Tifft that you talked about earlier in 14. Why did you pick that spot there to make the move?
Well, I'm watching the replay there. Well, I was really beating a lot of people right there. I could really get in that corner the last corner a lot deeper. Yeah, that's my fault. That was definitely not his fault. Now watching the replay, I got in there and got loose up under him trying to keep off of him, but I'm very sorry to him. Thanks, buddy.
Good job, man.
Thank you. Very sorry to Matt. I definitely didn't mean to wreck him, but I've definitely had the better car in my opinion, but hats off to those guys. I mean, that's the Gibbs team. That's the best of the best. So to be faster than them at the end was pretty dang cool.
That was Justin Marks, by the way, that came over to congratulate him. And now, congratulations to you. I'll let you go celebrate with your family.
Thank you guys so much. Hope everybody enjoyed the show.
Oh, we did. We did, Jeremy. And that last statement of his, how cool to have beat the big guys.
Yeah, that's what they say. You know, they don't set out to beat them. They don't think they have that chance. But opportunities present themselves at certain times, and that young man made the most of his opportunity today. Look at that.
Well. Welcome, Jeremy Clements, to the playoff picture. He is now fourth with that win. That pushes Dakota Armstrong out. Brendan Gaughan had a strong enough day to hang on. Michael Annett as well, but they are only 4 and 11 points above that cut line, Dale.
Oh, this is getting right down to the end. Got a couple of opportunity racetracks coming up, too, so a lot of things can continue to change in these next 3 weeks.
Remember, the late Benny Parson always said, why do I watch the race to the checkered flag? Because I want to see who wins. And if you watch today, you might not have known until the final couple of corners. And now you know that Jeremy Clements joins the playoffs for the Xfinity Series. And well worth the wait, as he said. 3 races to go. However, it's not been decided for the rest of the field, but for Jeremy, today is his day. The victory burnouts on the start-finish line. We'll come back to wrap things up from Road America. As we welcome you back to Road America and the victory lane celebration ongoing for Jeremy Clements. Dale Jarrett, I'm going to say that's probably a moment that you just wish would last forever.
Yeah, you don't ever want it to go away. Getting that first win is something really, really special, and do it at a historic place like this makes it even more so. And you get a playoff berth.
It's big news. Could have been a win for Matt Tifft as well, though, but he was on the losing side of that, Ralph.
He was, Dave, but he's been extremely gracious, and I can't tell you how tough it's got to be for him, because literally 5 feet over there is Victory Circle, and he's hearing all the whoops and the cheers and seeing all that go down. And in your mind, I know you were watching the replay of what went down over in turn 14. Now, I will tell you that Jeremy said he takes all the blame. Wasn't his desire to take you out like that. Does that make it any better, or is it just make it a little tougher?
Well, I mean, obviously, no matter what, it's tough. You know, you could see there he got a little bit free underneath me, and you know, I wish we could have raced it out to the last lap. We were really struggling on old tires. I don't know if he had newer tires there, or he was just had a lot of speed there at the end. But we were struggling in some of the braking zones, just getting some wheel hop and stuff. But our Dragon Alliance camera was awesome today. They called a great strategy. Man, it's just it's tough to come that close, but we'll keep knocking on the door. It's all we can do. But you know, we'll just keep plugging along. It's all we can do.
I've been with you since you crawled out of the car here this afternoon, and I've watched you go up and down through a roller coaster of emotions. Furious, seething, kind of calming, trying to take it all in. You got the playoffs ahead of you now. How do you take all of this and turn that into something you can feed off of?
Well, I mean, the biggest thing is that I know as a team from here in Mid-Ohio and some other runs we've had like at Iowa, we can do this, and we can go get wins, and we can go compete for that championship. You know, obviously it's still good to get out of a third place out of this, but man, you want the first win so bad. It's just so close to it, and you know, obviously you're furious at first for being taken out, but then you know, you just gotta be able to put it behind you and move on. Like I said, our guys did a great job today, and it gave me a great car and gave me a great strategy to go off with. So we'll just keep plugging along, and like I said, and you know, it sucks, but we'll get a win here soon.
Today it might have been older tires that were your nemesis ultimately. But as you look at yourself and the team and what's ahead of you the rest of the season, what is the one thing you think will make the difference that you guys have really going right now that will get you that win, and maybe, who knows what, at the end of the year in Miami?
I think the biggest thing is we've had to fight through so much adversity this year. We've had a lot of challenges, and we're getting stronger and stronger as a team. It's just, you know, you want to be able to keep building on that and be able to finish out races where we need to be. So taking losses like this where it really hurts and be able to put a performance where someday it will fall our way is what we need to keep focused on, and it's all you can do.
Well, thanks for waiting here with us. I'm pretty sure you just earned yourself a few fans out of all of that. Dave, here's the one thing I would tell you about it. It was very similar. The only thing I could put into my mind was when you watch the end of the Super Bowl. There's one team celebrating as the confetti is falling, and there's a lot of guys on their knees. And that was Matt today. But a lot of those other teams tend to take that as encouragement going into the next season, and I think he's going to do that.
Very well composed young man for sure, Ralph. And DJ, you see the bubble picture there. You've been pursued like him at the end of the race before. What's that like?
Yeah, you know, that's a tough situation. You're trying to get that first win. You've put yourself in that situation. As he said, he's continued to improve. Yeah, I didn't know that I could have any more respect and admiration for that young man, but that interview right there certainly gave me even more. And you can see right now he's above the cutoff line in good shape, but there's still a lot of racing and a lot of points to be settled there. And who's going to get that 12th and final spot?
Michael Annett hopes it will be him. He is to the good right now and had a strong run today, Kelly.
Yeah, it was a runner-up finish, in fact, for Michael Annett. Michael, a great strategy call to help put you in that position, but ultimately you finished it off. How'd you get it done today?
First off, we had a guardian angel riding with us this whole weekend. Lost not only a great friend, great guy, and a great mechanic, but Adam Wright, we lost him Sunday night, so I just want to say hi to Pete and Terry back home. He was with us every lap we turned this weekend, and it was hard to fill the void that Adam left, because he did the work of so many and kept everybody's spirits up, you know, the whole weekend and at the shop as well. So he was riding with us this whole weekend. So we missed it by one to get him a win, but you know, these guys at Junior Motorsports gave me a great car. Learned all day. Hadn't been here in 5 years, or actually 8 years. So wait, no, 5. so can't do math anymore. But I guess that's why I didn't call the fuel strategy or tire strategy either. So, but no, just a great weekend for everybody. Hendrick Engines back home, Allstate Parts and Service Group coming on board this weekend up here in Wisconsin. So great run for us, and just hope Adam knows this was for him and we miss him.
Well, on one hand, such a great finish for you to get that runner-up, but on the other, you've got a new winner in Jeremy Clements, so that mixes up the playoff strategy. So with a few races left ahead, you saw how close it is. What's your approach?
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for the way our playoffs are, this is the guy I would love to run second to. They've done so much for this series on a shoestring budget. To see them in victory lane and hear them cheering over there is awesome, but just means we got our work cut out for us. We're in, I think, 11th in points right now. We just need to do what we've been doing these past couple weekends, and go to Darlington. We our organization won there last year, so we should have a good book of notes, and we'll just finish off the regular season strong and do our jobs, and points will take care of themselves.
I know at times this season I've checked in with you, you're a little bit frustrated, especially seeing the speed out of your teammates, but to come away with a runner-up finish here, how does this team now build on it over the next few?
Yeah, the biggest thing is, you and I've talked quite a bit about, I got to start qualifying better. We've lost so many segment points because of where we qualify, so that's one thing we're going to focus on these next few races before the playoffs, and getting that rhythm of, starting in the top 10, because that's what you're going to have to do to win this championship. And right now, yeah, our goal is to get in the playoffs, but, our goal going into Daytona in February was a championship.
All right, well, great effort today. Thanks so much, Michael.
All right, thank you.
Michael's career best was certainly worth witnessing this afternoon. As was this guy's career best. The celebration goes on for Jeremy Clements at Road America.